Hello everybody and welcome back to Milano Monkey. Today we will continue on with Brother of Chaos, Session 4, if I'm not all the way wrong. I am, because I started uploading the other two a few days ago. Session 3 a few days ago. So, it is Session 4. Anyway, I'd like to welcome you all to this session. I have one new player. Will you introduce yourself?
I shall. My name is Twan. I'm a random person on the internet from the Netherlands, and I have been playing Open DnD with Mala for quite some time. I feel I'm not exactly sure what the date was, and since then I am now here.
And the rest of you, could you also introduce yourself and your before 20, your character?
Yeah, my character is Gabanre. He's a Halfling barbarian, and there's not really a lot known about him for the people here. Maybe some other characters might know something about him, but he's very mysterious in what he wants to do. He's very holding back on selling personal information, or at least telling people personal information. So,
Level?
sorry, level 4.
Okay. And the rest of you, your characters' names?
I am Sonic. I'm a level 5 barbarian fighter. 3, 2. You know me. I used to be a madman murdering everyone, and now I'm still a little bit of a madman murdering people, but I don't do it nonchalantly anymore. I do it for only the bad people.
Dragon?
I'm Dragon, I play Zoll. Zoll. He's a half-orc fighter, a level 4, currently investigating the disappearance of these children and the weird markings that we found last time on those scarecrows. He's kind of doing this so he can get back to the town and probably go sailing on the boat with the captain he met last time.
Nihlyee?
I'm Nihlyee. I'm playing Sakura. I'm a level 4 barbarian Dryad. I'm just a tree hanging out doing things.
When we left off, the party was a bit split. Zoll and Sonic, together with Eric, made it up to Durham, where they had a dispute with some scarecrows. They went off fighting these scarecrows, went back to town, had some nice relaxing time in the town, and 3 scarecrows. And now the party is finally together again. Even with the new guy. So yeah, what do you guys want to do?
I think I probably need to be introduced to the other two. I feel like that's actually a good plan.
Okay. You are down at the bottom, Gabanre.
Yeah. I do I see the people, because there's like a house in between.
No, you don't. They're behind the wall.
Okay, then I'll just ask Sakura. Yes. So where's the rest?
Well, I assume they're around here somewhere, but we arrived together. Why would I know exactly where they are?
You met them before I did. What?
They came here without me.
Okay, let's look around then.
I'm gonna try to resist the urge to kick the halfling. Although if I did, he'd probably find the others.
I'm just going to walk straight forward, because that's all we do. Hey, I see people.
Also, Sakura, remember your child?
I'd bounce off the door.
Am I able to recognize them from like far away?
Well, yeah, they are very recognizable. I don't think any of them have changed too much of clothing since.
Okay, I'll just slowly make my way over then, or quickly make my way over. But it's still slow because I'm a halfling.
Hey, I found him.
Good job, I guess.
Thanks.
Sonic would just stare at the two, wondering to himself, when did they get here? How did they even know where we were?
Well, you told Sakura last time. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No, you told Sakura last time you were going to Daryl. Or going to the next town, which is northeast, and they just followed the same road and shoot it. They didn't know that you would still be here, but you were, so.
Sonic would speak up to Sakura, and then he'd look over to the halfling and talk.
We must hurry. Dark magic plagues this place. We must end this.
What's going on here?
No time.
I guess we follow them.
Sakura's a little bit sad he didn't notice the new sword, but she's gonna follow anyway.
And I would like to draw my weapons as well, because that makes sense.
I'm gonna have my baby stay out here.
I would like to whisper in both ears, like, nice to meet you guys again. It's been a long time. Or like say that very quietly. That's more what I mean to say.
It's good to see you too.
Sonic would reply as he went to kick the front door of this building open.
Yeah, you kick it open, and immediately the priest
Busted
turns
right off
around.
the hinges.
The door just opens inwards. He turns around quickly and just looks at you.
We know the evil you do.
Sonic would roar.
Evil I do what?
Where's the necromancer?
What? Necromancer? We don't have any necromancers here.
Tell me the truth.
There are no necromancers in this town. You just see he starts weeping. He goes back a few steps. He just picks up his staff in front of him as if it is a shield that can protect him from everything you do. We have no necromancers here. I'm just the main priest.
Sonic would slowly pull his hand up and scratch his head, a little confused.
Then who's causing the scarecrows to move?
I don't know. They started moving as I arrived.
Then who is the oldest priest here?
Me?
I'm gonna talk over his shoulder. Like, if you were a necromancer, where would you be?
Underground, out of sight. Either that or the most liked priest in the town.
You're gonna need to stop crying. I can't understand you.
Who is the most like priest?
I think I am. Oh no. I'm not
He
sure.
admits it.
Hmm?
I said he admitted it because he just said he's the most like priest. So I'm gonna pull up my weapon, but I'm not gonna actually hit him.
As you pull up your weapon, he stumbles back into the corner. Please don't hurt me. I'm just a priest. Just with the staff in front of him, still has the shield.
All right, Sonic, that's enough. Shouldn't scare him into submission. But we do have some questions for you, priest.
Yes.
We were told that your town sacrifices the head priest every as a ritual to improve your crop growth. Who actually heads that? Who's the one who actually does the deed, to say?
I am.
You're the one who decapitates the priest and brings their head outside for all to see?
Decapitate the volunteers, yes.
Where's the chamber this happened?
In here.
Can I search the room around for like hidden handles or buttons or something?
Yeah, you can do that.
Probably investigation, right?
Yeah, investigation, perception, whatever's highest.
Then I want to use perception, which would be +3 from this. Or I just re-roll, whatever you
Just
like.
roll.
Cool.
You don't see any hidden. You do see some hinges that seem suspiciously out of place, but you don't see anything.
Where are the hinges right now?
One at each side.
Okay. I would like to point this out to the rest of the group. There are some suspicious hinges on both of each sides.
Sonic's gonna be wrecking the room, rummaging around, trying to find something.
You see this the same. The most suspicious thing here is the hinges.
And where are the hinges?
They are drawn on the side of the entrance at the church.
Can I go over there and try to pull it?
I don't know. How do your legs work?
What?
I don't know. How do your legs work?
Okay, I'm just gonna walk over there and try to pull the hinge.
You pull the hinge, and the hinge does pull downwards.
I would like to do that on the other side.
Do you do it at the same time?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the plan.
I should do it at the same time. That is not how to spell tap the table. We're gonna get the correct one. Table comes up at the middle of the room. Sakura and Zoll both have one leg standing on it as it appears.
Zoll just steps back.
Same.
What's on the table? Is there anything on it?
Bloodstains. You see some glyphs around the side of the table.
Would we know if it was any? Like, can we recognize the language?
Whereas does any of you? Yeah, one of you speak Draconic.
I do.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Then you can. Can you read it?
I have complete proficiency in Draconic.
Yeah, but Sonny. Can you read it or can you just understand it?
Wait, I actually wait, I might be thinking of Infernal. Yeah, I'm an Infernal, not Dragonic. Sorry.
Gabanre, you can read it.
I would like to read this.
You read it, and you read it to be sacrificial place to the god of crops.
I'll I'll relay that to the others. I'll say, this stable is a sacrificial place to the god of the crops.
That makes sense.
Sonic would quickly point to the priest. When is the next sacrifice?
Next month? We did one just before you showed up. Why? What's the matter?
We found it quite odd that you guys sacrificed people in order to improve your harvest.
That is a tradition I brought home, and when I started doing it here, the crops grew tenfold.
Can I insight check that?
Yeah. He speaks the truth of what you can see.
Okay.
He could also be lying with that roll, but...
I'm not sure. Seems to be fair, but...
Sonic would think to him. Oh, sorry. Sorry, you go.
Is this a tree?
Hmm?
Is this a tree?
Where are you pinging?
Outside, like, kind of inside the gate we came in?
That's the tree, yeah.
The tree? Like, okay, we're looking for necromancers?
Yeah?
Yes.
Sorry.
Well, you guys haven't, like, explained anything. All I know is what you've been yelling at this priest. What are we looking for?
Okay, so a necromancer placed black hands on these scarecrows, and he caused them to move in the night. And whenever you don't look at them, they move. So we're trying to find them, and the person who is most likely would be the head priest.
Sonic would say, scratching his head a bit as he tried to put two and two together in his brain.
Okay, so... You say... You say that they... How am I wording this? You say there were scarecrows here with black hands. And then that was just before you got here, guys, right? Correct?
Correct.
So that would be a very... very coincidental thing which could have happened there. Because there was a sacrifice just before you guys came here, right? As he looks to the head priest.
Yes.
Yeah.
So... is that the way this goes?
What?
So, but people sacrifice the scarecrows because scarecrows don't have human heads and their heads get chopped off, from what I just heard?
We don't use the dead ones as scarecrows.
So use living ones as scarecrows.
No. We use wood as scarecrows. Hey.
So you do make them alive.
That is how we usually make scarecrows.
Guys, I think he makes scarecrows alive.
We just found it weird that you sacrificed people, increased your harvest, and then last night we encountered some scarecrows, and once they were defeated, we saw something that looked like a spirit or something flowed out of them once they fell. And we also saw the mark of a black hand, a necromancy group.
Yeah.
Can I check closer inspection on the table and see if there are any glyphs I missed?
Yep.
Perception or investigation or whatever.
Investigation. Or whatever the highest.
No, perception is higher again.
Yeah, and then roll it. You don't seem to be missing any symbols.
Okay.
Sonic's just gonna push him to the side and get down and look at the table, trying to figure out like if there's anything on there that looks funny. Even though he can't understand it, he'll point it out.
There is a symbol that looks like a heart.
What's that?
I look at what he just pointed out. What is it?
It's the symbol for love.
I'll say that. It's the symbol for love.
But I don't love any of you.
That might be true.
Okay, while they're doing this, I walked away. I was going to go talk to that tree, and then on my way down, I saw this other better tree. So I'm going to go talk to this tree.
Okay.
Being a dryad, I know magic like this has an effect on the land. I'm going to ask the tree if it has noticed anything dark and unnatural happening in the area.
I haven't seen anything dark. Unnatural, yeah. Dark, no.
What kind of unnatural things have you seen?
Green light. Every once a month. Or two. 3 lifelong. I'd forget time intervals.
So do I. It's okay. Where does this light come from?
Above. Only the trees of us are able to see it. Humans miss it all the time.
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that, but
Only the plants are able to see.
only the plants can see the light?
Humans just gloss over it.
Okay, thank you. From here, can I hear anything going on down here?
By the priest?
Like, in any of, like, these areas? Just, there's people down here, like, do I know they're there?
You can see them. But and you hear a small chanter. Yeah, chanter.
Do I recognize what I'm hearing?
Nope.
But I have proficiency in Arcana.
Well,
I wouldn't recognize it at all.
Roll Arcana then. It's difficult. You understand some of it. Most of the words that you are able to understand, you can connect into a funeral sentence. So death, stairway to heaven, blessings.
Okay, I'm gonna head back in then. Is the priest dead yet?
As you can see, he's not.
Okay, so I just went and talked to the tree, and it said something about this unnatural light once every month or so. I don't know if that's connected to what's going on.
They do the sacrifice like every 2 months. So yeah.
Hmm.
Also, there are more people outside, maybe doing burial rites. I'm not sure.
Yes, we encountered them before. They're sanctifying the graves. Did the tree
Okay.
say where the light comes from?
Above.
That's above. Are there any towers nearby? He'll ask.
Who do you ask?
The rest, like it's more of a general question for everyone here. I also look at the priest. I ask like to everyone, and also the priest.
The tower you're in is the highest point. If you look up, there are 20-30 feet to the ceiling.
Are there any? Fuck. I have a nosebleed. Sorry.
Zoll's gonna look up and look for anything unusual or suspicious up there.
You see a spider web? That's the most unusual part of this church you can see.
Who's the next volunteer?
We haven't decided yet.
How do you normally decide?
Who volunteers? We just did the ritual, so it's going to be a few days before the volunteers job in, and then we draw up from a pile. Any other question I can answer, or are you going to leave my work alone now? And please don't destroy the table.
What do you use to behead the volunteer?
He goes behind his cape, his rope, and he picks out a meat chopping blade. He holds it out shakingly. This?
You said it's like a A cleaver? What?
Yeah,
Is there anything
that-
on the cleaver? Is there like engravings or anything?
It's just a cleaver.
It's horrible.
It's the best we have. We have no adventurers coming with great swords that wants to do it for us or sell us the great swords. They usually sell in the town prior to this.
And you said you brought this right with you from your other town?
Yeah.
But why would you guys do this? Why would you do such a thing? I, um, I don't believe your god is known for wanting sacrifices.
Their home god ain't. Mine is.
So you're sacrificing your god? Who is your god?
The goddess Araway.
Would I know anything about that goddess?
There's no religion roll, father.
There is.
Then religion roll. Of what you know of God and goddesses, Aurori is a one of the deities of Iberon.
Anything specific about her? Maybe she wants sacrifices? What's she the goddess of?
She's the goddess of fertility.
Is she known for accepting sacrifices?
You do not know that.
As a nature spirit, would I know anything about this? What would I roll?
Well, mix between religion and nature. So roll both, and then we'll take the in the middle. There are nature goddesses that are acceptance of sacrifices.
Yeah, it's not that uncommon.
It is, but it happens.
It's not unheard of. So where did you guys actually run into these scarecrows?
In the fields. He points back out towards the fields. I assume we can see them from here?
Yeah.
Are there more out there?
You saw one at the far end of the town. That's about it.
But they weren't alive? Or that one's not alive?
That one stood pretty still when you walked into the town.
I mean, we can wait to see if that one comes to life, and I can try to talk to it if it does.
Well, they're quite violent.
I can charm it. Or I can try.
Soul shrugs.
Unless you guys are just gonna kill this guy.
Please don't. I'm just a priest.
What happens if I break this table?
She will be mad and maybe execute us.
Who is she?
My goddess! Arwen!
Then I shall face her.
Please don't. You seem like a man who's seen combat. You shouldn't take on a god. Or a
I've
goddess.
taken on demons. I will defeat a god.
God is more powerful than a demon.
There's more than one.
More than one what? You're still trying to break the table?
Yeah, I'm just gonna hit it until it breaks because I might abuse. The idea of fighting the gods kind of a nice title
As
I thought you
he
weren't crazy anymore.
I'm still a barbarian, so I still have that thirst for power, like to fight. But it's not as bad. I don't want to murder normal people.
Zoll takes his leave of the church, stepping over the destroyed door.
Weren't we in agreement that if you got out of that cell, you'd stop tormenting people?
I'm only trying to face the goddess, because she might be the true necromancer. The sacrifices, please.
Okay, I walk away.
Any questions for me? For the next 2 swings that you did out it doesn't break.
I'm gonna pull out my longsword and attack it.
Zoll says to Sakura, I guess we can wait again. They start moving at night if they are animate at all. But it's usually only when you don't see them or are not looking at them. So if we actually stare at it, it probably won't move.
As you guys leave the table, you hear Sonic pick up his longsword as he just slams it down into this table. As the doors that are laying on the ground are suddenly just up into position again. And you can and you see a bright green light.
You know, that reminds me of what the tree told me it saw. We should probably go back in there.
Sonic, you see in front of you a female, very large female, looking down at you.
Sonic's just gonna stare.
Why you destroy my temple?
I was trying to face the necromancer that plagues this land. Are you that necromancer?
Why would I be the necromancer?
Why would you want sacrifices?
Why are you destroying my temple?
The doors are back on, you fixed it.
So?
If you really want, you can just fix it. You don't have to complain.
Why did you destroy my temple?
Because I'm trying to face the necromancer who affects your humble followers.
It grows in size.
Why are you getting bigger?
To get rid of a threat.
Why am I a threat?
You destroyed my temple.
Your temple is easily fixed. The lives of your people, not so much. Don't make me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry.
I don't care. Angry or not, you're just a pest for me.
I have slain demons, and you will be next at this rate.
You attack my temple, and I expect you to kill me.
I have killed many things. Nothing will fear. Nothing fears. Nothing is. I fear nothing.
You should fear a goddess, for you are brought upon your wrath.
Well, if you tell me where the necromancer is, I'll leave. And you never have to worry about me again.
I don't know about a necromancer.
Who is the one that puts the hands on the freaking scarecrows? He would growl a bit.
It's not my problem.
It is because they might kill your people. If they attacked us when I was in the freaking field.
I don't care.
Damn it, I was going to try to convince you that you do.
I'm gonna ask you again. Why did you destroy my temple?
I already told you.
He picks up his hand. Not good enough. You see her hand is slowly raising and slowly just coming towards you.
Can I back away?
Try. As you back away into the corner, you see his hand just coming closer, attacking where you were. But as it hits where you were, you take 52 points of damage.
I'm still alive.
As you're... As this hand just suddenly over in your stomach, and you're almost thrown through the wall. Tell me again why I should care about your petty problem.
Sonic would cough up a little bit of blood as he collapsed and landed on his ass. Because the people that worship you and follow you and give you sacrifices, you'd cough up a little more blood. If they die, then you won't have any more sacrifices from these people.
You think I only have one follower base?
No, I believe you have many, but I believe you would still care for... You are goddess, are you not?
Yes,
Do you care for your people or not?
I do.
Then why would you allow them to die? He would cough up a little more blood.
To show faithful to me.
But they could be faithful in life and in death, and new followers will be born.
So why won't they die? Why should I care that they die?
Because the souls of the ones being the souls of your followers are being trapped in the scarecrows. He would cough up some more blood.
Then they come to me when they are released.
But who will release them?
The hack.
What?
The hack.
What is that?
If you ever lay a finger on my temple, I will not hold back. She poofs away. You see the priest has been... Also, the door now falls back to where it was before. And as you see the priest is just laying frightened and paralyzed in fear as this thing just showed itself.
Sonic would cough up a little blood in the corner and be like, "So that's your goddess." She hits pretty hard. Bleh. Cough up a little more blood.
What happened in here?
I got my ass whooped by a giant lady.
There's no giant lady here.
Well, it was the goddess. He would cough up a little more blood. She was angry at me.
Was that the green light?
Yes. He would point at the priest. He could tell you everything.
He's drooling, laying on his side.
I don't think he's gonna say anything.
The table starts to back down into the ground again.
I think it was your goddess. Or something. You cough up some more blood. Help me. He just try to crawl past Sakura and out the door. Not wanting anything left to do with this temple.
Sakura has no idea what actually happened, but she finds it very amusing.
Where was that scarecrow at near the town?
On the north field.
Zoll will make his way over there. We could also check to make sure that the scarecrow was actually marked with the symbol. If not, it may not animate at all. You should stay here, he says, looking over at Sonic. Well, I guess it's still really bloody or something.
Sonic's just gonna sleep on the ground.
Outside
I
the
have
table.
good berry, right?
You should have, or it's one of your at will spells.
I remember having this, but it's not on my sheet, so I don't...
You should have Gabanre. It's one of the Dryad spells.
Okay, then I'm gonna cast it and give him... What is it? Does it make 10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cast it and give him 8 of them.
Sorry, you can cast it 3 times a day.
Oh, nice. Then I will give him all of them. Here, eat these.
What are they? He would say, grumbling. Brr. Still a little angry about getting his ass whooped. by a giant goddess lady.
They're berries. They'll help. Just pretend they taste like people.
I like berries though.
He would eat them.
As you eat the first one, you feel your stomach is now full. Yeah, that's about it.
And you regain 1 hit point.
Okay.
And he will go into his second wind. Standing.
One d10 plus your fighter level. You regain 4.
He would slowly get up, clearly hurt, and follow his friends. Not wanting to stay behind on the adventure.
I will not let you go alone. I must protect you all, even if I shall die.
Well, you know, if you weren't an idiot about things, you probably wouldn't die.
It is true.
I'm gonna pick up my baby.
I'm a bit of an idiot.
You would say?
You should still stay here, Sonic. I remember the farmers didn't really trust you so much. I believe one of them threatened you as we left last time.
Sonic was just crouched down and tried to hide behind Sakura.
So you look at him as he just quickly jumps in behind Sakura, crouches down. You blink and it appears to be gone, but as you hit right in front of you, you quickly actually find him again. Though I can't say the same from the citizens of this town.
Zoll makes his way over the field still, towards the scarecrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm following.
You make it outside of town where you see the. Oh, that was just north that we got. You see the scarecrows being there. What do you guys want to do with it?
Zoll's gonna inspect it for the black hand mark.
You very easily see that it does indeed have the black hand mark. As you're up north, you see one more to the northeast side of town.
Zoll will point out the mark to the others and say, "This is what we were looking at before. It's a sign of a necromancer, and it's what we believe has been causing these scarecrows to animate outside of the spirits, I believe, that we saw come out of them."
Okay, and these things only come alive at night?
I believe so. When you're not paying attention, or when the farmers or anyone isn't looking at them, they'll start to move.
Have you seen any stores around here? Like general store?
I don't believe so. I believe it's just a small farming village, mostly taken up by this church.
Do any of these farms have cattle? Have I seen any?
You haven't seen any. It doesn't appear that there is a cattle stable around here, or a stable for the matter of fact.
You know, if I hadn't have just sold all of my junk, I could have fashioned some kind of bells, but I got nothing left. Do you have anything we could put on this thing so that if it moves, we'll hear it?
Well, last time we just, I believe Sonic just looked at it and then looked away and then looked at it again.
Well, yeah, but if we're waiting, that's going to be a lot of looking back and forth.
Yep.
We could put it in a giant suit of armor.
Do you have an extra suit of armor?
No.
Okay, then.
We could use a little rope and get a stone brick and tie that to the scarecrow, and then follow the rock.
That's not a bad idea.
Does anyone have rope?
Gabanre raises his hand. I do.
Can we borrow it?
Sure, just don't cut it.
Okay.
I want it back.
Okay. Sonic would hand the rope over. So one of you tie this, and I'm gonna go grab a rock.
Okay, I'll tie up the scarecrow.
Sonic's gonna dig in the ground and try to find a rock.
As you start digging in ground, you look to your you look a bit south. As you see a giant pile of stones laying there, as they most likely are stones dug up from the fields.
Sonic's just gonna keep digging for a rock.
Okay. You dig and you dig and you dig. The only rocks you find are small pebbles. As you're about 2 feet into the ground, you finally find a rock that is big enough for to be used.
I like doing it the hard way.
He would say as he climbed out the hole and handed the rock over to Sakura.
I will tie the other end of the rope to the rock.
What do you guys do then?
Wait, I guess.
It is about midday now.
Wanna take a long rest until it's time?
Yeah, you need it.